The lighthouse stood like a solitary sentinel against the endless expanse of the sea, its light slicing through the thick fog that often cloaked the rocky outpost. For years, Samuel had tended to its flame, ensuring it guided ships safely to shore. His only companions were the crashing waves and the gulls that circled overhead, their cries piercing the otherwise silent nights. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and the sky turned a deep indigo, Samuel heard a sound that was unlike any he had ever encountered. It was a melody, soft and haunting, carried by the wind from somewhere far beyond the shore. The notes were delicate yet powerful, weaving a tapestry of sorrow and longing that seemed to seep into his very soul. Intrigued, he stepped out onto the narrow balcony of the lighthouse, peering into the gathering darkness. The song grew clearer, each note a delicate thread pulling him closer to the water's edge. His heart quickened, and a strange warmth spread through his chest. The loneliness that had been his constant companion for years seemed to ebb away, replaced by a yearning he couldn't quite understand. Yet there was a darkness to the song, a shadow beneath its beauty that whispered of danger. He could feel it tugging at the edges of his mind, a warning that was becoming harder to heed with each passing night. The townsfolk had warned him of the Sirens, mythical creatures who lured sailors to their doom with their enchanting voices. But Samuel was not a man prone to superstition. One night, the call was stronger than ever, a siren song that promised not just love, but an end to his solitude. He stood at the water's edge, the waves lapping at his boots, the melody wrapping around him like a lover's embrace. The fog thickened, and through the mist he saw her, a figure gliding gracefully over the water, her eyes like twin stars, her hair a cascade of midnight. She reached out a hand, and Samuel felt an overwhelming urge to go to her. His feet moved of their own accord, stepping into the icy water. Each step brought him closer to her and further from the solid ground of the shore. "Samuel," she whispered, her voice a caress, "come to me." His mind screamed for him to stop, to turn back, but his heart was lost to the melody. He took another step, the water now up to his waist, the cold seeping into his bones. Her smile was intoxicating, a promise of eternal love and an end to his aching loneliness. As the water reached his chest, the song grew louder, more insistent. He took another step and then another, until the waves closed over his head, the light from the lighthouse fading into darkness. The melody became a cacophony, a final, triumphant crescendo that echoed in the depths of the sea. In the morning, the lighthouse stood silent, its keeper nowhere to be found. The townsfolk whispered of the siren's call, a haunting melody that had claimed yet another soul. And on the nights when the fog rolled in thick and the waves crashed against the rocks, some claimed they could still hear it, the ghostly song of love and loss, a reminder of the deadly cost of succumbing to the ocean's deadly embrace.